Okay, now we're going to take a look at our Buzz Art class, so please watch closely. The easiest place to get to Buzz is from the Virtual Academy login on our school webpage, hello, it would help to spell, wps.org/WVA, and you click on Virtual Academy login. For many of you, if you're on a Chromebook, it might look more like this because of the menu. Then you just click on Menu and Virtual Academy login, and it will log you into your Buzz. This is my teacher Buzz. I have a student Buzz right here to show you what it looks like for you. This poor fake student has every class we offer. So poor kid, but lucky they're a fake student. So a student would scroll down until they find the appropriate level art class for art. You should only see one. When we open up for questions later, you will definitely need to let me know if you don't see an art class at all. But for this period, for Miss Savage's class, it's art level 4. It's not the grade that you're in, it's what art level the school determined you were put in. So you would click on level 4, art class, and what you will see is what's called a landing page. So here you will always see at the top slide, these are general information about the class. They're the same as on my teacher page. You can go full screen to see them a little better. Everything that is blue with an underline like this is a hyperlink. So you could click to go to the school calendars and look at the calendar, right? Any of those are links. You can come back here. To navigate through the slides, you would either use the arrows, or you can click down here through the slide navigation, or you can click on the blank spots in the slide themselves. So here's a table of contents. So you can get to all of these good things. So you can click through here, find my intro video, information about our classes, our Zoom links are in there as well. So lots of helpful information, just general about the class. You can exit full screen here, and then you scroll down. With a Chromebook, it's just 2 fingers to scroll down. The second slides will always be the current week slides. So this is week of 9/28, and here we go, no surprise. The same slides that I show you on Zoom, so that it's not another copy or a different way to navigate, it should be the same that you see. So if you were looking for a day's activities or links to something like our Flipgrid or something like that, you could either go to the day that you were looking for, or if you missed a day, to review what we did, or you could go right here to the turn in section just to get to the work that you have to turn in that week. So for this week, I could click on Buzz work if I'm curious, what do I have to do in Buzz this week? I will have a schedule for you. So here's Buzz for the week of 9/28. The estimated date, like it says down here, it might change depending on just the flow of things and how we're going, our progress. Sometimes it might speed up or slow down. You've got the activity name that will always match what it is on Buzz. Directions and notes. This will tell you whether it's synchronous, right? We're doing it together, usually on Zoom, or asynchronous. You do it outside of Zoom on Buzz. I will try to give you and work in time in our art class for you to not have a lot of homework, but sometimes you might have a few things that you need to finish up outside of our art 40 minutes a day. Like this week, I asked that you go over the welcome and the course information and getting started sections with a grown-up, because I was going to go over them with you, but as I looked at them, they're talking about setting up your workspace and your schedule and your art supplies. Those are conversations you need to have with your grown-ups. Tomorrow, we're going to have our first module pretest. Don't be scared. It is just so that I know what you already know, so I don't waste your time telling you a bunch of stuff you already know. So if you don't know a lot in a pretest, that's a good thing, okay? So that'll be tomorrow, but don't be scared. It's not a scary test. And then Friday, we're going to get started on the first module, which for everybody is about line. Okay, I can exit full screen here. I can scroll down with my 2 fingers more. There is a note here about supplies. The supplies list in Buzz are ridiculous. They are very long and have a billion things in them. Don't worry about them. We are going to start with the school supplies list, and occasionally we might ask for some more special supplies as we go forward, but we'll give you lots of notice. As you scroll down further, you will start to see our activities pop up. Right now, it's just the beginning ones, but as of tomorrow, we'll have a new module in there. So you can click on the welcome section. This course information, I'd like everyone to just familiarize yourselves with. Watch now, and then in a minute, I'll let you guys go log on to Buzz to check it out yourself. Be careful with navigation on Buzz, guys. The first few times I was on Buzz, I got so confused because there are literally arrows everywhere, right? So to get out of this and back to the main page, that big arrow works for that. The little arrows, the green arrows inside, help you get within activities. This one only has one page, but if it had more, I would need to click through each page of the activity before I move to the next activity, which is something totally different. Okay, so only move on with these big green ones at the bottom when you're totally done with that and ready to move on. But pay attention if there's multiple pages here. Also pay attention to links within the pages, because like this one has more things that pop up here about organizing your space, your time, maximizing your learning. These are some of the things I'd like you to go over with your grown-ups to get familiar. Here's the syllabus with what we're going to be covering. This is that scary course materials list. You do not have to get everything on there. Don't worry about printing, guys. We're virtual, and one of the great things about virtual is we save trees that way. So you don't have to worry about that. A couple tools I wanted to show you up here along the top are really helpful, especially in the arts. The glossary here has terms. So if you're like come across something that talks about abstract art and you don't know what it is, you can look it up. You can just click on the letter of the word that you're looking for and go find the term and definition. Don't worry about printing. Resources are cool. This takes all of the printable handouts and the videos for the whole class and puts them into one spot. So they're really easy to find. So if you were like, where was that really cool video about color or line, you can go back and find it really easily in the resources. Toolbox is, I think, the same for all of the classes. You can bookmark a page or unbookmark it, so it's easier to get back to. And this is my favorite one, and I think the most useful for an art class. Check this out. The speech tool, you can turn on or off. And maybe you just don't feel like reading it, or it's a lot of words to read, so you could use the finger and click at the beginning.
Please contact your teacher if you have any questions or concerns. Course information.
And that one's just going to keep going. Or you can just highlight text and click.
Please contact your teacher.
If you keep the finger loaded, it just talks all the time. So you want to unclick the finger, and then you can highlight text as well and push play.
Please contact your teacher.
But this is my favorite one. If you just highlight one word and click on the picture dictionary, you get pictures that explain it to you. And in art, sometimes in a concept, it really helps to see it more than have words that define it. So I think the picture dictionary will really be helpful, but there's also a word dictionary as well. So make sure you are using those tools and getting yourself familiar with our art class in Buzz, and of course letting me know if it looks different for you or you do not have the same art class.